New study out today sending shockwaves throughout the crypto universe. New evidence alleging market manipulation in the price of Bitcoin on its way to the record high back in December. Our Bob Pisani joins us at the NYSE with more on the story. Bob.
Quite explosive, Melissa. Is the price of Bitcoin really being manipulated? A paper by finance professor John Griffin and Amin Shams, a graduate student at the University of Texas, says that manipulation may have accounted for at least half of the increase in the price of Bitcoin and other cryptos in the last year. Now, Griffin and Shams looked at activity at Bitfinex. This is one of the largest exchanges, noting that the flow in and out of that exchange showed patterns that indicated that prices were being pushed up at times when they were sagging at other exchanges. Now, they say this was accomplished using Tether, which is a digital currency pegged to the US dollar. The paper concludes that purchases of Bitcoin using Tether were timed following market downturns and resulted in sizable increases in Bitcoin prices. They say that less than 1% of the hours where there was heavy Tether transactions accounted for half of Bitcoin's meteoric rise and more than half of other top cryptocurrencies. Now, they concluded that they found, quote, and I'm quoting them, substantial support for the view that price manipulation may be behind substantial distortive effects in cryptocurrencies. All right, what should be done about this? The author suggests that market surveillance within a proper regulatory framework may be needed for crypto markets to be legitimate stores of value and a reliable medium for fair financial transactions. You know, Tether was created and sold by the owners of Bitfinex. Now, when asked for comment, Bitfinex CEO J.L. Vandervelde told CNBC, quote, Bitfinex nor Tether is nor has ever engaged in any sort of price or market manipulation. Tether issuances cannot be used to prop up the price of Bitcoin or any other coin token on Bitfinex. Now, this isn't the first time Griffin has made market manipulation claims. He wrote a paper in financial contracts tied to the VIX were also potentially being manipulated. Back to you, Melissa.
All right. Thank you very much, Bob Pisani. Let's bring in the co-author of that study, Amin Shams, the researcher at the University of Texas, Austin. Amin, great to have you with us.
Excited to be here.
We've got the report here. If you were called in front of regulators, what would you say to them?
I would say that, so any investor, I mean, the first thing investors need from a market is to trust it. And the first thing a market needs to grow naturally is integrity. So we find evidences that the rise in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency prices during the boom of 2017 may not be all driven by demand-based stories.
There are many reasons why the market could crash over the course of the next 12 months. The question is, do you know how to profit when stock market falls? Do you know how to profit when stocks fall? Whoa, stop. What is going on here? Well, what you're looking at is a plummeted price of AutoZone stock in just a matter of an hour or two when it went up pre-market from 710 and fell later in the day all the way to 596. Why should you care? By utilizing a very simple option strategy, we were able to turn every $1,000 of investment from 9:30 in the morning till 10:45 a.m. into an excess of $10,000. That's right, literally a $10,000 investment produced in excess of $100,000 in gains. The crazy truth about stocks and options trading. Most of the fortunes were created when stocks fall. So if you're not utilizing this crazy strategy, you're definitely missing out on thousands of dollars and you're leaving that money on the table for somebody else. Look, these are the facts. Just think about it. Stocks drop actually much, much faster than it takes them to climb higher. So just take a look. There's your AZO graph right here. It took it a month, 2 months to get from this 580 level all the way to about 700. And look how fast it dropped just in one day. Now, how do we know that this had a potential to happen? Look, it has a history of doing these things at the same level at around 700. It did it last time during the earnings report. So you don't have to be a rocket science. You just got to know which stocks, when to take action, and you got to know how to find the stocks. Has it ever occurred to you that every day when the market goes higher, there's plenty of stocks that actually drop? Because if every day some stocks did not drop, then the market would go to the moon, just like Bitcoin, right? The reality of life, everything that goes up must come down. Look at the housing bubble in 2008. Bitcoin prices, when nobody believed, we put a recommendation at 18,800 to short Bitcoin. In other words, to make money when it falls. The bottom line is this: you don't need a market crash for you to actually profit on stocks falling. The opportunities are there every single day. You just got to know where to look for. If you grasp the simple idea that stocks fall much faster than they go up, you will be able to become a much more effective and efficient stock or options trader. Okay, hold on. So what you're saying is while everybody's chasing the stocks on the way higher, the real money is actually made when stocks drop. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you'd like to learn more about this fascinating and yet such a simple strategy, I invite you to go behind the scenes with me where I will reveal to you how I turned 12,000 into 466,000 in less than 7 hours trading options with this strategy. And I know this sounds crazy, but I actually did it. And I want to share with you all the specifics, all the details of how I was able to accomplish that. So if you'd like to become a better trader, take action now. Click the link on the button below. Life is too short. Don't waste another minute. Today is your day.